Yeah, you're good. Just crew.
Okay, I believe we're ready. Let's go.
I will be born.
Okay, and then next pool. Okay, probably because we got that, we don't have to get the other one. Okay, can the man move to the right?
After this.
Can stack.
See Garlic's message.
So our first kind of semi-change is how we do the imps. No melee will go in on the imps. It will just be killed with Rain of Fire and Blizzard. And for the time being, most of these pools will stay across this side of the bridge. We don't need to be on that side of the bridge.
Dog, probably. Yeah, another dog.
Okay.
I don't have much aggro on this, so you just want to taunt it off me.
Okay, so we can stay across the side here. We're going to kill these two to the left anyway. Let's get the two reses up.
Healers are pretty low on mana, just saying.
Do we have a third tank ready to pick?
Should be Lafrena.
Watch out for the hound. Ah, my tank's ready.
Let's get this magic off, priests. So we can stay across this side. Just let the tanks do the work now. Let's get your stats up. So keep staying across here. Stay across here. Stay this side. Good, stay across here still. We don't think we need to go. Tanks will grab it. Stay. You don't need to go across. You do not need to go across.
Do you want me to go and get the next one?
If you'd like.
Yeah, you can do this
Yep.
as soon as this is like 60% or
Yeah,
something.
just
It's
do it
now.
now.
Yeah, just do
Yeah,
that.
now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Do it now.
It seems like you can start when he's going, when he's back.
You might need heals over there.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's beefy as hell.
I can just see you getting knocked in the lava one of these.
Yeah.
You might just want to go and get the next one, I don't know.
No, now it should be imps as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So it should be
Should
coming.
pull the
Everyone
imps
coming
down.
up to the
Everyone
corner.
should
No, everyone comes
move
up to the corner.
forward.
Everyone comes up to the corner, then we can be a little bit down to the wall.
No, you're standing here.
Hound
Yeah,
behind,
okay.
hound
Hound.
behind.
Right
behind.
behind.
Pick up that.
How?
Hound.
It's alright, the friend's got it.
I think it was totems.
Same thing happened last week, actually.
We should
It was
probably just
pets.
kill that. It's gonna
Maybe.
happen every time.
So everyone's gonna stay where Breezy is on this side. I've marked the moon right now. Tanks are gonna get it. You're gonna give them a little bit of aggro time, and then it's just gonna be Blizzard Rain of Fire. That's all it's gonna be used to.
Don't
Stay
move
here.
across.
Move. Stay on the moon.
Do not move
Stay
across
on
any
the
of
moon.
you.
Stay on the moon.
GCD, come back.
Stay on the moon. You don't need to.
I will stay with
think.
the imps right here, and you only AoE, no melee go.
You
And
tell us
give
when
him
to go.
10 seconds. Yeah, wait.
Wait. Go. He's sabotaged. Go.
Yeah.
Get that one dead melee when if they just come to us. That's a little job there. Easy. Same again for the next. We don't need to move. We can go, so go
Won't
there or
have a
go in the corner.
sabotage though.
I can use.
Oh, you can come. You
next
should move
corner.
up now.
Alright, we'll stay here then.
Yeah, you should move up.
Stay here. Moon. For the loss. Take this.
Now everyone just moves to the corner down here, and wait for me to pull the imps up. Just this guy, kill him.
Alright, stay here.
I'll be
Stay on the
grabbing
moon.
imps now.
You in a challenging chat.
Right. Let's
Go
go with the
ahead.
AoE. Go.
It's beautiful.
Good.
Everyone move up, we can get into Lucifron's room.
Now it should be 1 or 2 packs depending on Lucifron's position. Lefrena, you'll
Yeah,
take an ad.
we can't pull them right now. We'll
No, wait.
be able to innovate.
So we can stack them AoE down, removing curses, mages. Lefrena, you'll take an ad.
Just remember this time not to pull too fast until the despawn.
Yeah, I wanted to wait out the debuff last time as well. We have to do that too. I'll be pulling now.
Yep, go for it. Let's go DPS. Move away when they're dead.
We'll be doing Lucifron now, right?
Can do.
As he come back,
Yeah, I think so.
we can do that.
Yeah, should
Totally
do.
fine.
That'd be nice, a lot of warriors with raid.
Make
Who's
sure they're
taking-
stacked.
Make sure they're stacked up, let them get the threat and then go for it.
Lefrena, are you on X or Skull?
Yeah, either.
Okay, you do Skull. I think
Alrighty.
your threat generation's probably better than mine.
Yeah, not for Veil, but yeah, sure.
Only 4 priests to be quick with those dispels.
Is that Let him get the threat. Let him get the threat. Watch those core hounds behind there. Let's get this curse dispelled. Alright, let's go AoE. Let's go.
I'm
Let's
mind
go.
controlled right now.
Okay, eye tank's down.
Mind.
Let's have
I'm mind controlled as well.
she died in AoE, I guess.
Oh,
Kill it. Should try and pull that together at least, but yeah.
It's just a threat issue.
I got mind control and killed.
Yeah, I don't know if
That's
the
the
AoE
issue.
killed you.
God
That's
damn
pretty
it.
unlucky.
That's really unlucky.
Sucks major most.
yeah. Triple well buff. Bye bye.
Yeah, it's not your fault, is it? You can't.
I got double mind control. Used one of the second and the first one, but
I don't know if we can hold back on like cleave or something, because some
I
of the
doubt
mind
it,
control
for sure.
people.
Probably need a backup tank. At least one backup tank.
That's clearing the trash? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just waiting for some buffs.
I pulled with
nicely by
totem.
gauntlets of might though.
Don't pull you out. Right.
Okay. Okay, mana up, spread out if you're ranged, stay above 30 yards. Good time to pop a lesser fire protection potion if you wanted to.
Keep drinking if you need to drink.
Get your food buffs up. Yeah, we're out in combat.
Still in combat.
Those things take a while.
Use buff on Catapult, please.
you want me healing on this fight, or do you want me
Yeah,
to?
healing.
Let's go, shall we?
Let's rock it. Go.
I heal. Can you put the Wind Fury totem a bit closer?
Tranquil
Yeah,
air
sorry.
totem, please. Group 5.
Thank you.
What is that warrior DPS? That is sickening.
Nice. Nice executions.
Holy shit.
Got me killed for it.
It's world buff.
Well,
I don't have world buffs.
That's why that's that rock box.
Yeah.
Claw, I'm seeing
It's
the
good.
Probably
those
could have
class,
kept the
no?
boss if I had the world boss myself.
You should use the Invan bot.
Yeah, that's right.
40% auto attacks got the bar.
okay, move forward. We're gonna have to clear imps.
Had some sick Wind Fury procs, that's for sure.
Can you get a Wind Fury proc of execute?
Yeah.
Mm,
But it's also if
I'll
you
be
crit on
pulling,
execute,
huh?
makes a lot of difference in the DPS.
So stay away from him. Only ranged. Only ranged. Move away. No need to go in if you're melee. Let's go.
Guessing we DPS'd a bit too early there.
I don't know, maybe slightly. I don't have much.
Well, it's a good weapon for solo farming with a shield. This is a very nice tank weapon though, but since we get it every week, no one needs it anymore.
Lefreno, I just want you healing in between trash, please. Unless it's a boss specifically for tanking.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's BB.
I'll just wait for the door. Oh
for
shit,
anywhere.
I got... Can some two other tanks grab one each?
Keep a bite tank. Keep up the frame, don't let it die.
Dispel.
Zero deaths from that.
I can have a some.
Why does it ignore those? Oh, it's because you're not here.
Yeah, he did ask for a summon. Someone summoned Frosties. We kept pulling in our defense.
Oh, sorry. Kill us quick so we... Oh no man, you can
Yeah, I
summon.
can move everything. That's why I put it in the back. Yeah, why don't you just focus on that? Getting bedding. Why don't you just focus on getting bedding?
Oh, I thought you
So
would
can
pull it
sleep
for
on
me.
time. I can raise it. When I come, you're not going to cook tonight, are you? Yeah, well, not even cook. We just have to wait. What is it that they want to do?
Do you want me to pull the next one?
Yeah.
I can't do it right now, I'm sorry. I can't do it right now.
Stack on this. Kill the lowest one first.
No, it should even hit. It's my entire clothing. All of my
For the next
clothing.
one, or were you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll just pull it now.
Okay, then you put it in the car. Leave it in the car. You can put it in the car, right? You can leave it in the car. Yeah. Okay, big AoE cleave fest. Make sure the tanks have got aggro. Just take the Frenner, can pick one up here.
Buff shadow protection, maybe?
No, no needed. No need.
Off stamina?
It's just a big trash mob.
Yeah. It's easy
You're a
to
big
Lucifron.
trash mob.
Be ready.
I can drink. Oh, don't worry.
Let's get them together. Let's get them all nice and close together. Thank you. Keep the Frenner up. Alright. Put that one closer. X closer.
CDLGR.
Back up. Fuck!
Got the mob. We got the boss.
Not getting wet.
Did I have shadow protection?
No one did.
You had the debuff for a very long time, man.
Yeah. I just
Did
died
we
by
douse
that
Magmadar?
400 overkill.
Did anyone douse mag? Guess not.
I can run back and douse it.
Yeah, yeah. Hunter, go and do it, please.
On my way.
Thank you.
Engineer patterns.
Nice.
Third time we've had that.
Yeah.
What do we do with the patterns? Do we just
Yeah.
pass them all?
Well, if you want it, you can roll on it. And you can use it, of course. It's not really like it's a good item, is it?
Good stat stick, I guess. Oh no, it's ranged. Never mind.
Yeah, I did the same mistake last week.
Wait, is it one pickup if you make it?
Pushing forward to the core giants.
No, it's equipped.
I'm pulling.
There are imps back before Magmadar. Or are they skippable if you run through the left side?
You'll soon find out.
Well, I don't want to lose my Nixia buff.
I resisted on.
I might be able to go through. Sacrifice my DPS though. Just come back.
As long as we get it done before we get it done, Domo.
I think a stealth class is better because I'm probably gonna pull them with my body as well.
Just have a rogue, just fiddle
I'll
it off.
just give him pack if you swap groups for a second. I can give him movement speed.
Get ready to banish here if we chain them. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Yeah, can we pull them through here? Can everyone back up? Because there's so little. That was a knockdown.
Those imps, they don't have stealth detection, right? Before you suicide.
Don't know. Do you want to get that dog?
Yeah, I'm running towards it already.
I require a summon.
What do you mean you want to?
I got disarmed.
My phone, take your phone. Take your phone, you need your phone.
Yeah, I'm taking my phone, but I don't
Take the charger. You obviously need the charger.
Should we get the next
My
dog?
phone's charged. Yes, it's not going to run out in one day.
And the room is down.
Nice.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, okay, see you later. Maybe. Lots of love. Bye bye.
I'm summoning.
You get it done, did you?
Thank you.
Good job. Who's gonna douse this? Good job. Who's gonna douse this one? Just call it if you've got a quintessence and you want to douse it, and you're not gonna forget.
The Frena, you might want to text.
I can douse Garr.
Okay, try to douse
No,
Garr.
we're good.
Skinner is assigned. Quitio. Okay, do we want that one behind us in case of explosion?
Yes,
Yeah.
Go
we
for it.
always nearly pull it.
Probably one bug.
Just get the other one.
Yeah, well, I'll get that. If you get the mob.
I'm just gonna check the hound. And okay, see how far it is.
Yeah. Get your buff. Well, don't worry about the buffs too much. It's gonna go off anyway. Just get your mana up. Get full mana now.
Is there a reason we've got all the hunters in the same group?
Yeah, because we don't have enough shamans.
You sure you've got one in with casters?
What does that do?
They kinda need
They need Grace
to
of Air.
have a Grace of Air for Warlocks at least. Or they're fucked.
Okay, so difference on this fight now is going to be I-Tank is going to run into the boss at the start. No one does anything. Healers, you must keep I-Tank alive. He's going to sap a charge, which is going to get all the ads, and then I-Tank's going to fuck off to the right-hand side with the mobs away from us while we all nuke the boss. It's literally that simple. Then we turn around and we mass AoE. That's blizzards, no melee, blizzards and all that good stuff on the range to kill the ads. But it's all about keeping I-Tank alive
Kill the
right at the
hound.
start. Yeah, you can kill the dog while we're doing.
Is Prime tanking Garr?
Prime will tank Garr. So we won't do anything for 10 seconds. Get your full mana.
Can
we
we
need
have,
enough healers on I-Tank.
Yep.
Can we have potentially 2 other warriors with tank? I think it might be useful. Or
No,
shield.
you do it with
ready.
one
You
warrior.
can do it with one, or it doesn't work.
Okay, so I'm just saying hypothetically, if I-Tank dies on the pull, is that just a wipe everything?
Basically, yes.
If it happens, Warlocks be ready to banish, and the rest try to pick some of theirs. But I-Tank shouldn't die.
No, if he dies, the healers are fucking up.
Alright.
Myself
So
included.
do we first kill the boss or AoE the
Kill the
ads?
boss. You kill the boss.
Kill the boss.
Don't even touch the ads. Ignore the ads. They're not even in the fight.
Yeah, you're going to have
Sure,
to wait
yeah,
longer
position.
You have to wait
to
longer.
DPS because
We
I'm
can
going to
stand
be
here.
on the boss. So
So I-Tank goes in. He's going to take everything, including the boss. Ollie, you've got to get that boss off him, and then I-Tank's just going to run
The
off
boss
to the
needs
side.
to be taken off me.
Yeah. Very
ASAP.
quick.
I'll
Very
be with.
quick.
I'll run in with you, dude.
Yeah, you will have to be like.
Okay,
right.
everyone's ready? Let's go.
Sure, you're in position to heal before the slow applies.
Make sure you take your hands off, basically. You take your fucking hands off.
Do not
anyone
DPS
else.
this boss for the love of.
Keep I-Tank up, keep I-Tank up, keep I-Tank up.
Should be majority of the healers on I-Tank.
Yep, main healers should be left-hand side of the raid, left-hand
Get
side of
thorns
the raid.
on me as well.
Keep I-Tank up, keep I-Tank up, keep I-Tank up. Right, DPS go
Oh,
on
just
Garr.
watch threat meter, guys.
DPS
and
go
you're
on Garr. Go,
just
go, go,
watch
go,
the
go.
threat meter.
Okay, obviously not yet.
Well, that was a crit.
You weren't even near the top.
No, I got 4k threat in one shadow ult.
I don't have more taunts after this, so.
Good job. Right, now only AoEs and let's go. Only AoEs and let's go. If the one comes in, a warrior take it and just pull it back, please. You don't want a melee in there, they're gonna blow up and you're gonna die.
Healers almost doom.
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Time to train that gun skill, boys.
Yep.
You go in, man.
Big
Cloak of
heals.
Shadows
Big
away.
heals, boys. We need to really hit him
Go
hard.
in for the red strike kill.
10 DKP for anyone who run.
Give you 5 gold if you go in.
Good job, Heroes. Good job.
So much
Woo.
cleaner.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
oh my god.
You had to say it, right?
Yeah, right.
You
At least
had
he got
to
5
say it.
gold.
Was that the
Ah.
explosion?
Yeah, I think it might have been
Right
just too
at the
many
end,
of them
three,
going
yeah.
off at the same. But good shit, boys.
Much cleaner, much
That was
better.
really
Power.
fucking clean.
Much better. Prefer that.
Fucking
though.
enchant.
Okay, we prefer that tactic for sure.
Big
Healing power.
Oh, very good.
Did you say healing power, Enchan?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
I
Oh,
fucking did,
yeah.
yeah.
Fucking nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally, we got a recipe.
Yeah, that took a long time.
Are we pulling? Are we sending hunters to
And we're going forward and then we're buffing, please. Buffing. So everyone needs to get their buffs now because we lost in that fight. And we know that dog should be dead, I think.
Yeah,
few
there's
buffs.
one trash mob still, the
Yep.
searcher, going all the way here.
We'll take him when he comes, but full buffs is the priority of the day right now. So I've done 1, 2, and 7 buffs are about to come up.
I'll douse this rune as it's still up apparently.
Thank you. That was Terralia meant to be, but no worries. Alright,
He's
we can
coming
kill
now.
this one. No worries, can kill that. We've got enough healers with mana.
We got to stop, get priest loot.
Priest, hunter, druid, shaman. It's the only 4 classes in.
We need more druid.
Oh, actually, Frosties, I have a belt to give you.
Are you not already 8 out of 8?
I'm only
Congrats,
6,
Hunter
man.
Killer.
So you're asking for the Eye of Sulfuros, right?
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's not die on this pack. We know what we've got to do here.
Yeah, I guess Lufreni, you're on backup. I'll take exits.
Yeah, I'll be pulling, huh?
Let's get that punished, thank you. What the fuck? Fire Blossom hits you for 3,047, 40 overkill. Good.
Get more stamina.
Yeah,
Doesn't
right.
sound
Yeah, for
right.
sure.
Jesus.
Big stone.
Reminds me of my first Garr kill, man. Good by the bomb.
I think go.
Yeah, I just wanted the rest to started at least. Yeah, I'm going.
Just buff stam on yourself, priest.
Pig skull up.
That was a lot of damage.
That was 100 to 0 in 1 second.
Lufreni, you ready?
I'm so stunned.
I tend to have that effect.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed the call, didn't I, Slinky?
Can Breezy get solo Mark of the Wild and Intellect, please?
I'll get that on the way back to Rag.
Thank you.
Thanks. I've got more priest here in my bag than mage, that's just sad.
I'm ready.
I'm pulling.
we should be using rank 1 banishes mainly.
Careful of the boss, we need to move, I think.
We can
Very good.
pop our potion now, right? No more fire damage? Oh no, the thing has.
Yeah, this thing has that AoE fire, I think.
It's the ability they have, they cast right
Yeah.
after an order. But it also resets the order.
Okay, pop your fire protect potions now if you want to, especially if you're melee, it's pretty decent to avoid that first wave. Melee, you know where you're going, left hand side wall. Range, you know where you're going, towards Garr's room.
I think we should stand in position to grab the boss next time he comes by.
Yeah, you
we
can get the
always
boss next round. We can definitely
and
get the
it
boss
costs
next
us a minute.
Morsum for melee, if you get the bomb, you go here, by the way. He's new in the raid.
round. Where Flare is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just in case there is someone that's not here. Melee, if you get the bomb, you go where Breezy is now with the moon. Range, you go towards Garr's room. And range, you should be using this little pillar where Breezy is to AoE, or to rather line of sight the mana drain. Right, boss is coming. Here we go. Good spot. Let's get this ignite mana off, priest. Let's get it off. Good. Bomb swag.
Further away.
Watch out, melee. Good job, good job, good job. 26%. Execute range soon. Boss a little bit further away from the raid, please. Perfect there, where he is. Perfect.
Sorry.
Good job. Let's get a res on Frosty so we can loot. Let's get rid of these curses. Let's support the magic rather.
Dispel Farig's place.
Stay back, don't push into the room.
We need mana anyway, so. Next pools are mobs to the right hand side.
I will be pulling now.
It's not your day, is it, Ite?
Nope. Well, I got my gloves, so actually it is.
I thought you already had them.
Oh, we didn't see a pair drop yet. That's the first pair.
Okay, moving forward, it should be this solo mob, I believe, and then it will probably be the mobs over here. And then it'll probably be that core hound when he's back. And then moving into the boss.
What is this?
Can I have full rebuffs?
So if we can get
Okay
those
to
before the
pull?
core hound, Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
just get
can
the
pull.
banish nice and just get them right back to where we are. We don't want to fight over
I
there.
was just
We want to fight over where we are.
Yeah, trust me. Dogs on every.
Okay, good. Not good.
Don't think you need to rebound.
Then it will be the dog if we can get it without it going away. If not, don't worry. We go for the
Want it
packs.
now or?
It's okay. I think we're gonna get the
Yeah,
packs
it's
unless you're gonna get it. I think it's gone. Okay, we got him. We got him. Go dog. Get dog away from raid. This is a fine pull,
Oh,
Oh,
except for that.
yeah. I was
Alright.
like, into it.
No one could plan that. So. Locking up next packs. That dog won't come far enough in to get it without pulling the other packs, as far as I'm aware, so just leave it. I don't know if he's going to chain now. He'll probably turn. There you go.
I can do that.
That's fine. One more pack left.
Thank God for being orc.
Goddamn orcs.
So OP.
So much fun in PvP when a rogue opens on you and you resist and they're like, fuck.
And then kidney, resist, and then
no matter how bad it gets, at least you're not on an alliance, right?
I will be pulling.
Breezy will require single buffs again, please. Need some banish, and then we get those two killed. Thank you kindly. Pop your arcane protection. You're not going to take any arcane damage here.
Do you want mages decursing here or nuking?
I think mages can just go deep.
I reckon everyone's just going to go balls out and Swag's going to do the boss. Right, everyone full mana, full buffs, arcane protection potions as required. Spreading out for the ranged in like a semicircle in front. We don't need to do the triangle pattern. Tactics, melee, obviously you maintain your own health. You pop a arcane protection potion now. If you do not have one, we probably have some available. Please say if you don't have one, we can give you one, it doesn't matter. It's better to not have one.
Ranged as well?
I've actually left them in the bank, so I don't have them this time.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I forgot.
Not needed for range.
Not really needed for range. Never once a
Sauce, trade me.
Just be sure you have a handling potion or something if you do get bored of
Every
one.
melee for sure. Like, so if you need one, please just take one now. Someone will help you, no worries. But you do need one. Ranged and spread out, kind of in between where Breezy is and, say, GCD.
So no decurs, yes.
No decursing, balls out. Swag, you happy? What you doing?
Yeah, I was just getting a potion since I have less range.
No worries.
Yeah, good. I'm good.
Okay, everyone's ready. Let's go. It's gonna be fast, 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 fast. Okay, air we go, 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 go. Range, 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 damage, damage, damage. Go, 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 go. Your range should not be dying there.
I dabbed that. It must have been too close.
Must have been. Never mind.
He's backed up a bit. You want to back a bit?
Good job. Resing hunt.
20% faster than last week.
30
And
seconds.
someone douse, please.
I'll douse this room.
Thank you kindly. And you're gonna get those two slinky, I guess, there, yeah. mana.
I'll be pulling in 5.
I'm ready.
Go. Okay, let's get the banish in with pull.
Put it back over, I guess.
Yep. There's 2 banishes in.
We're probably going to get this dog. I'm happy to tank it as long as the healer's up here too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to go do it. I've got shield wall.
We are stunned.
Yeah, we get
Almost.
stunned.
Oh, Raid's dying.
Yeah, seen.
Right, let's get the reses up, mana up. Okay, you can grab the dog now though. Moving forward. Remember we've got that dog on the left, let's not fall foul to it.
Someone pick it up.
Extra.
Okay, we've got a lot here. We need double
Banish,
banish, and we
banish.
need to kill the flame walker. Okay, we need double banish and we need to kill flame walker.
Fire pots if you need.
Yeah. Lesser one will help.
Flame walker guy.
Is that the fire walk?
Yeah, you want to kill the fire walker. Fire walker.
Watch
and
that
then
dog,
flame
by
guard.
the way. It's
Fire
gonna
walker,
be
flame
Banish,
guard.
please.
Fire walker, flame guard. We've got banishes, and then we've got dog. Should kill the dog, keep the banishes. As soon as one got rebanished.
Yeah, there's gonna be a dog
Dog's
pool of
down.
99%. I'm
Dog
just gonna
on
go grab
the
him.
left. Watch him, watch him, watch him. There he
Rebanish.
is. Rebanish, and let's take that dog away from raid. Got 4 seconds done.
Rebanish.
3, 1.
Thanks for that banish.
Good job. Good job. Got 1 loose raid and 1 banish back. Quick response time. Mana before we do anything.
Good job, guys.
Get some reses up as well, please. Right, Breezy resing Essie.
Thank you.
Okay, so Fire Lord to the left. Very good, double banish. Nice, res on crew, get mana up. Gonna stack everything on top of each other, so I tank on the boss, then we can go Lucifron skull, prime cross.
Maybe we should keep the boss out of it because the knockback can interrupt our kick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boss stays
we're
up.
just gonna stack all the ads up and I'll have the boss like slightly off them.
Slightly off to the side. It's fine. Can you guys just
Yeah,
take
it
2 ads
definitely
each?
interrupts.
Or is it better to just split it up? I mean, they should die fast. I'm
Just a
guessing.
slight split, you know, so you keep the boss a little bit away from all the ads.
Do we need 2 more warriors to take a tank, or are we just gonna have you guys take 2 each?
No, to get 2 more warriors, you need all the top.
Okay then. So
BB's good.
yeah, just go BB take
He
triangle.
tanks the next year, he's a pro.
BB take triangle, and well, BB's got Deathbringer as well, right? So that would be better. So BB take triangle and Cramp take moon. You guys can just do it probably with shield airs. Okay, everyone's ready. Trelia, we're double mouth again.
Yeah, sure. I assume so.
Just give
Let's
us
go,
a Nat's
let 'em-
Whisker to get threat
Yeah,
going.
let them get threat, let them get threat, let them get threat, let them get threat.
We'll probably go now.
And go, 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 go. And Trelia. Good job. I'll take the douse.
I need to relock. The boss is not dead on my screen yet.
He's definitely dead.
Moving forward to Golemagg. Does this Surger patrol down here?
Patrol from
Yeah,
top.
let's take this guy. Marked skull.
Good reaction.
Almost torn land and mocking blow.
Yeah, so. Are we skipping that mob on the right, or should we grab?
Should skip.
I think we should maybe grab it because the dog's not coming.
Because my death could be kept wrong, or was I not healed a single time?
You are not healed, it's correct.
I think everyone was drinking actually.
My heal was about to go off.
Someone gave albino intellect, but
Hug left.
Okay, in front of you, take Scott.
Mana up. Use a fire protection potion if you want here. Mitigate the pyroblast tick. And direct it, I guess. Don't touch the dogs.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
I'm going for
Stand away from the Rager if you don't want to get hit by him every now and then. Hug the
It's
wall.
a frontal cleave, it's a frontal cleave.
You can see him turning to hit people that.
Yeah. Should definitely move away from him. Right, go DPS.
You can always move him a bit further.
I know, I'm just paranoid about pulling back.
I don't want to stop casting.
You are right about that.
Or 17%.
The threat is insane on this fight.
Good job. We need one more dowser, please. Last one.
You can take it.
I can do it.
Okay, don't pull those molten.
Maybe you're faster than me.
Oh, an ingot. Hug the wall. And let's continue.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats, Prime, new abyss.
I've always wanted a free. Can wear that at the weekend when I'm dressed.
To impress the ladies.
Okay, buffs
Yeah,
up.
hit the clubs.
So always the most fun boss to explain. I-Tank is going to take this target here. Mages, you're going to pick a sheep colour and maintain the sheep. You're not a sheep. Lefrena, you're going to tank the boss, so keep Lefrena up. Healers in your head. Prime, you're going to take the blue. In fact, you can take two because they're not going to be hit for a while. So there you go. So, I-Tank's going to pull the skull. Skull is going to pull the skull over here or near those little puffin things on the left hand side. Skull is going to die, then I-Tank is going to go and pull the sheep, which will be the triangle, the green one. That's going to be pulled over here, that's going to die. Then he's going to go and get a diamond, that's going to go die. Then we're going to switch our DPS and we're going to go 20% on the square and the moon. Then we're going to switch, we're going to kill the last healer, nuke the square and the moon. They're probably going to be already dead, nuke the last elite. It's actually pretty easy. Anyone not knowing what they're doing because it's the first time or just forgot or anything like that. All mages have a sheep target. All warriors know what they're going to take, and whom tank is what taking what.
Same as the other boss.
Can do.
Tanking.
Can do, yep.
And I'm still skull, triangle, diamond.
Correct, yep, you're on the pools.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you got your buffs up.
So Crap and BB is tanking again?
BB is not ready. Make sure you switch in targets correctly. We're not really caring about numbers here. Execution is kind of way more important on this side.
Yeah.
So don't just hold on the 20%ers just for more numbers, no point.
BB needs
What is BB's target?
BB? BB, you're
No,
just,
what is his target?
just DPSing. So whatever the kill target is. So your target is kill target.
I DC'd, 1 sec.
Prime's picking up 2 elites, right?
Yes.
Yeah, blue and
My tank's on number 1, so who's on elite number 2?
Cramp.
Alright, Cramp.
Keep in
Adrian,
mind.
do you want to just be ready to grab one of mine if on the pull?
If it makes you happy, tanks type what you're going to take, and then everyone knows that you know each other's targets.
I think we know. No, you're taking the cross, I thought, Cramp. I'm taking the 2 on the right.
I wasn't assigned any.
But actually, Ollie, Cramp's target would be the last target to die, so you should switch that, really, I guess. Well, no, it'll be fine. Whatever, fuck it. Don't confuse it.
So I'm crossed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone happy? What I said first time was definitely correct. Okay.
Let's go.
Cramps should be happy. We should be happy.
Do we want to buff Shadow Res?
We don't need to.
Do we want to, though?
No.
No.
Okay.
Go. Eye tanks pulls, sheep pulls.
Suck it down.
Keep the sheeps. Let's roll. No DPS for a little while. Let them just get it all in position. Don't let anyone die. Don't let Lefrena die. Lefrena got boss. She's gonna be running away. Alright, when you're happy, eye tank. When the sheep's happy, go,
Healer
go,
loose,
go.
healer loose.
We got a healer loose. We got a put a
Just
triangle.
taking diamond
I got it.
instead of triangle.
Go, 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 go.
Someone remix that.
Magic reflection. Magic reflection.
I can't pull them away either if you guys stun them right away.
I broke the jeepers, sorry.
Get starry ship. Get starry ship.
Keep spamming that. People know what target you're going for. Call it if kill target's 220 is 220 is 220 is. And switch off it when it's on like 55 or something stupid, because it's gonna go down fast.
Stop DPS on moon.
Switch damage shield, watch out for your damage melee shield,
Yeah, stop now. Stop now.
Switch to the healer, nuke, and then switch to the nuke.
These are both about to die instantly.
Yeah, they're gonna die straight away. Healer dead, then both of those dead. Healer dead, then both of those dead. Good,
Crap,
good.
I'm gonna take this off you.
Last 20s, then last of me. And then boss over. Magic reflection. That sucks.
Just PI on magic reflection.
Exactly, right behind it.
That's clean as fuck, boys.
Very clean. No
Zero
one dead,
deaths,
right?
boys.
0 deaths, that's how it was. That's how we
We're
want it.
currently top on the speed passes, and we're going to be top on execute.
I don't know.
Yes!
Yeah, a little bit of funky trash. Right, moving on. Ragnaros.
That's before
Should we
Ragnaros.
heartstone
Yeah,
to
that'll be
get the UPRS?
Yeah.
You guys can.
What's the loot?
Rag tanking boots, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
These are this is for a fire res set, right? I take you need
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah, it's for rank.
I'll just pass by. I do need them late.
So trash
If
and
they're going for me, can you throw them to me now?
So
I
Lefrena,
can
you become main
heartstone?
tank now for this trash bit.
What priest is going with them actually?
I guess you better try it as soon as you get brought out.
Alright, I heartstone then, right?
Yeah, cargo.
Yeah. The boots can be traded. I tank, so just.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that for a second.
I thought it was no changes.
Just like the clock, right?
Yeah.
Just hold on here, get your mana back, and whatever else. Okay, Genophob, I will do that.
We're good.
Looks like we are mainly here. Yep, we can go. I don't know who's going to pick up this second one. Let's have another tank pick up the second one, please. Cramp or whoever's got a thing out. BB. But someone's got to pick it up. Thank you. Cramp, keep cramp up. Easy there.
Oh, poor mate. You still
Rip
had
on it.
rallying cry
Yeah,
Oh,
just
not
before.
anymore.
Has anyone still got rallying?
I do.
I do.
I do.
That's a bummer.
Should be an award for that, I think.
if you can kill Rag with it.
The hide in the back and don't die award.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, you can take that solo.
I feel bad for the ones who died to mind control.
Yeah, it's really
That
sad.
was quick. That was really fast. You guys dying on that mine.
Yeah, it
Nice
was
to Blade
terrible.
Flurry. Nothing we could do.
Yeah, Blade for and WoW and instant kill.
Didn't even tick off my debuff. 5 seconds.
One day, guys.
On
I think when
I'm kind of hoping for a raid with wall buffs. Like just go ham.
just a full one. Of
yeah,
this.
I think when you have a lot of buffs, the ads automatically target you for mind control, because they got mind control twice. You know.
Is everyone excited for Bound Sulfuros to drop?
Just feels bad, you know.
Chocolate flame.
Let's just change the first word to I. And see from there. These don't do fire damage, right?
I tank, you were out the instance, so I picked the boots up for you, but I'll trade you in a
No,
second.
well, you've always got time before Rag.
Yeah.
I always like doing it before Rag.
Yeah.
Because we've got summon time.
Yeah, we're doing the Spire thing.
Oh, it's miles away.
Maybe we should bring one DPS with us next time.
Yep.
You got problems?
No, it's just slow.
Oh, right. Okay, everyone spread out around Rag. And use your fire protection potion here, greater. And get in your spots. And then get some water.
Just mind control now. Oh, whatever. Let's just go.
I can tank these. I don't do much.
Jack, I have to stand over here, so just so you know.
I got interrupted.
You could just PI me at the start of the fight and then run over now.
If you need druid buff, come closer. I don't want to run around the whole place to find you.
If you could stay here, it's okay.
Prime needs it as well, right?
Yeah.
I think we need more healers closer to the tanks.
I will be there as well when I get.
Yeah, we do. Ferelio.
I heal can have one person on top of me over here. It's a pretty good spot for sale.
Let's go.
What's our best time for Ragnaros?
Don't know, 4 minutes, is it? 3 minutes?
No, like
2
Half
minutes.
that.
2 minutes?
Was that for that alliance? He stunned me.
It's 2 minutes 5 seconds. We had exactly the same time as the Alliance Guild.
I'm getting fucked by.
As long as you guys
and
lose. Just you two can't lose your buff though.
I got sapped for 40 seconds, man.
I can't really go back.
You
because
guys
I'm
can't
down.
lose your buff, so...
Jump.
And yeah, I need to not lose this buff.
Just
They
stay
seem
next
to
time.
have fucked off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smite
Hearing
him
that
down.
just as I was jumping down, I was like, oh shit. I tank is inside.
Prime 2.
Oh shit. What the fuck? There actually was an alliance raid coming out right as I was about to end.
Oh yeah, Frost Nova.
Feels bad.
You made it in?
No.
Oh.
No, just run, it's cool.
Drink a new one.
Summon
that.
me, I still had a soul stone on.
Yep, we should have summoned you, I think.
I'm inside the instance though, so.
You had boots, right, Frostis? Okay, yeah.
Boots for you.
I need some new buffs.
Both tanks are right if I have you marked for the raid. The main reason is so we can see when you get knocked and when you don't get knocked. And if
Yeah, just whenever you mark me, please use a square. That's what I'm used to.
and if you resist a knock-up I tank, if you can call that you've resisted, then the melee DPS knows they can just go back in that much faster. Because they don't have to wait for the off-tank to taunt and do whatever. So whenever you resist a knock-up, just say it, and then we'll jump in quicker.
Can I heal Geddon new Mark of the Wild and Intellect?
What group?
One.
I need a new thorns, please. Bloss.
Alright, make sure
Thank
you got your buffs going on here. Rumsy rums.
I would like an intellect buff on Tyrelia, please.
Food buffs.
Can I have a new thorns, please?
1 Thorns Prime.
That's cool, he's eating. Thank you.
Mark of the Wild on Nihil and Arcane Intellect.
It's close to you in the front and Bloss, yeah, in fact.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, World Crew.
Mana up, you guys. Get ready if you've still got mana because you got time. Only don't ready if you're not ready. Duck again. Anyone can trade Ducker and Ank?
Yeah, trade I heal.
It's being traded now by Gulik.
Okay.
We should be able to talk.
Okay, talk. If that was the reason.
There's a couple of people without fire protection.
Come on, greater fire protection potion, everyone. I'm gonna click through now.
Morsum, Jay-Z.
Morsum, we've got a greater
Sorry if
fire
I'm
protection
wrong,
potion.
I'm just calling it.
If you haven't got a greater fire protection potion, you can trade Breezy. Within 40 seconds. You've got to have it.
I've got a fire protection potion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I could be wrong, I'm just clicking through quickly. The important thing is to use your second one when your first one.
35 fire resist off cap.
Remember to
Just keep
call
the
if you
tanks up.
resist.
10 seconds. 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Get out.
We got a caster in with the melee.
Yeah, we've got a caster in with the melee.
Why?
And targeted twice, knocking us all over the place.
Get the fuck out.
Tank resistance can go back in fast.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to call that.
Reuse your ports when you get hit by. I don't see any ranged eye, and there's a lot of range on.
Resist, no way.
23% in the execute range.
I'm mocking blowed.
3%. Good job.
Good job, Lafren.
Fast kill.
Yeah, new
Oh
record for
wow,
us.
my DPS.
Why is Lafren at top DPS?
She's all feed, dude. What you mean?
Got the band.
There's band. And there's the
Who's
band.
this loot?
I'm on
Kill
it
me.
still.
There we go. As is tradition.
No!
As is tradition. Alright, good raid, guys. Really good. What else can you say about that?
We have BOEs as well.
Yeah, we have beauties.
Okay, no one leave. Gonna have a little guild chat.
That is fucking horrendous loot.
Thank you.
Next week it's gonna be crazy loot, guys.
Tweak, it's weapon time.
Oh, really? Again? Oh my god.
Yeah, I called it in the rogue chat. I called Band of Sulfuron dropping. Guaranteed for us.
iTang didn't die though, so that's an improvement on last.
Yeah. So fastest ever kill, 1 minute 50.
And we cut 15 seconds off a kill.
What's the deal with melee getting knocked around? Who was that?
was...
So knockback targets casters with mana, so there was one standing in the melee group.
I mean, you can go entire fights and that guy will never get targeted, but somehow we got unlucky and they got targeted twice in a row, which knocked the melee around a couple of times.
Well, it was recovered quick enough. Right.
Yeah, we had a couple of warriors just tanking the boss.
As Itax's fire resist gets higher, particularly with that buff, if he resists the knock up, then the melee can just jump back in that much faster, and I think the melee damage was probably higher than usual, and most of us survived.
How is the pushback thing? It's like aimed from Ragnaros' side, right? Or is it from the player that gets hit?
I think it's the player that gets hit and everyone around.
Yeah, he's got two. He's got the Breath of Ragnaros, the big knock up, and then he's got the targeted one that's aimed at casters. It's like a
So I
splat.
think people got pushed through him with that, right?
Yeah, I was wondering because I was like aimed, like if I would get knocked back, I would fly into the wall, but I got sent flying like sideways, so I guess I got hit by somebody else then.
Yeah.
Grat Slinky. Best item.
Great, yeah.
Now you break your Devil's Rock thing.
How's the rolling skills, Hunter?
Okay, let's have a little chat. So, going forward, we've had a couple of good discussions, some emotional discussions, heated discussions in channels, but that's okay. What I want to say is when we're talking about upgrades, however minor or major the upgrade might be, let's discuss it on the merit of the upgrade itself, not the overall picture, just so we can keep the talk going. We're going to make a healer channel on the Discord going forward rather than the individual. We can still have the individual class channel, but obviously we need a healer channel, it's just simply better. And healers will get a bit more love going forward with certain assessments and whatnot. Not that it's not needed that much for Molten Core, we just want to establish it. Regarding the focus of the guild, we are right now the best guild on the server, just in numbers. We aim to maintain that for the entirety of Classic WoW. People will drop out, this is how it goes with this game and the phase length. But we will always be here, I can tell you that I'll always be playing, so the core will always be here. So if you are looking for a competitive guild, this is the one that you want to for sure think about if you're having doubts on the guild in general. If you get on the bench, we currently have a bench of like 8 to 12-ish people, which we are cutting. People will probably be cut after this raid or in the coming days. This is how it works, this is how it has to be. It's not personal, it's never personal, it's just business, okay? If you go on the bench, however, please don't make me have a 20 to 25 minute conversation about why you shouldn't be on the bench. We take everything into account. From the very first pug that some people here have done with me, to every single raid under Sun and Luna, we have the stats, we have the data. All of the council team go through all of the numbers, what people are doing. We try and PM people that are underperforming. If you're underperforming, you go on a watch list. After your watch list, if you're still underperforming after one more pass, you get 2 passes minimum with us, then that is a case of removal in some states if it's on performance. You're not always removed based on performance, it's just how it goes, okay? But if you're on the bench, it's likely that we're probably not even worried about your watches or about your passes, so that's something to think about. And if you're on the bench, I can guarantee that you'll be coming back next week. For sure, no one has done a double bench, I'm fairly confident, unless it's been a real life issue preventing them. So just bear with us while we trim the bench down, and we'll end up aiming to only have a bench of around 5-ish people. Classes going forward right now, obviously this is not an ideal raid composition. This is not going to be our final raid composition, it simply can't be. So think about that. We're going to try and go for double MCs at some point before possibly phase 2. Though of course they might say phase 2 is really soon, but that will be with ults and that will be like maybe 30 each. We had a really nice smooth MC, so I can see that we're pretty much on the ball with that. So if you've got an ult, start thinking about it for possibly MC. And we will look to double our loot there because we are just getting dog shit loot with all of these MCs. So I mean, some of us here have done every single Molten Core that you could have done and just had nothing. So we'll try and double that up. We'll still maintain the double Elixir, that's working out fine now. It was one shot by both raids, so that's good. And yeah, basically we do look at everything. Essentially, don't think that we're not looking, and don't think that we don't do it as well. We go through a lot of stuff and have a lot of data. Is there anything that anyone wants to bring up with this in regard?
Yeah, I just want to talk about ults for a bit. Obviously, if we switch into doing double MCs, then having people with level 60 ults is super helpful because you can raid your main in one group and you can raid your ult in the other group. It increases numbers. Your ult's going to get some loot for PvP or whatever. So if you're thinking about it, do it. We encourage you, make an ult.
It's not mandatory though, don't feel like you have to grind out an ult in like the next week or something like that. It's not how it's going to work. It's over the next coming weeks. It's like, this will not start until, I don't know, 2-3 more weeks even. Maybe 4
Yeah,
5.
absolutely.
So, don't...
See, at that point where we're doing double raids, right, that is where we get ahead of other raids. I'm just going to say this is fucking horrible, I think. I don't think this is, like, this is stricter than most like workplaces, and I'm not saying that in like you're being strict. It's like we're coming in here and it's not fun at all. And I think everyone wants to do this and be that top guild, but we're doing the whole speed part of it too early. Because in a week, when another guild who are splitting already, have got 2 weeks worth of loot on the top of us, they're going to beat our times. So I think it's pointless doing all that shit now, when in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we're just going to be beating the times anyway.
I don't think that our
that's-
requirements are hugely high in terms of people are having to like break their own back.
No, they're not. I'm not saying it is, but
And there are people saying actually I am breaking my back and other people aren't. It's very hard to draw a line. Like there are people who would say everyone needs to bring a flask, and like that is.
that's what I'm saying, and that's half of the arguments that people have in channels are about some people are doing something and some people are doing nothing.
This is the question we need to answer though with everyone. Like, where do we draw the line? What is reasonable for the upcoming raids, so everyone knows what can be expected of them, and then we can move forward and everyone knows, because now there's a lot of uncertainty and other people's pushing harder
Well,
than
I can
others.
say for sure, our line is where the council is setting the line, the expectations and the standards raised. Right now, for example, a flask isn't mandatory for Molten Core, but some people like to push passes, so you can have it and you're encouraged to do so. But you don't have to. As soon as the day comes where that sort of stuff is mandatory, those sort of things will change. So at the moment, essentially the council raises the bar as it needs to be required. That is a careful balance of not causing burnout in people, yeah? So we understand that it could be balls to the walls, you could be going everyone world buffs, people got teleport ults all over the world, but we don't need that, and we don't need it right now, that's for sure. Maybe at Naxxramas we want to push it there, but right now we don't need to do that, and we're not saying that we need to do that. We could do that, it's an option for sure, but we don't feel we need to do that at this point. So
like with the
essentially
gear
we
we've
set
got
the
now,
standard.
I would rather go. Me personally, I would rather us go hardcore, but split out as soon as we can. Then we're getting
Yeah,
double the
I
loot, and then we can worry about doing like speed runs, because that's not somebody. If any other guild is splitting now, they're weeks ahead of us.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Because they're getting the double the loot.
I don't know anyone else doing double Oni. Maybe there is someone.
Oh, well, let's be the first then.
Yeah, I think that's right, Jide. And also,
are
just to say, like,
starting double Oni.
good. Well, one of the things I said at the start is actually a lot of it, Jide, is to look at the players you have, and if you set no bar and you say people can do whatever they want because you know the content and we're just going to get the same loot anyway, then it doesn't foster an environment of like self-reflection and improvement, and then you end up, it's horrible to say, but you end up not with the players you want to have. So we have to a certain extent set a bar so that, you know, people will say actually no, that's not for me, and like that's totally fine.
Yeah, that is fine, but I think doing a split as early as possible does that for us, because people aren't going to get carried through in 40-man raids anymore if we're doing a 25, 26 people in Molten Core. I'd rather be in here for an extra hour, an hour and a half, and as a guild getting double the amount of loot.
Yeah,
would agree with that. Yeah,
indeed.
Oh, by the way, I have made an inbox. It is, I will post it. It is luna.wow@yahoo.com, old school Yahoo email address. I've given the password to all the officers as well. I am going to read it, so please don't make me cry. You know, no dick pics, etc. Just suggestions. You know, if you like something, if you listen to this conversation, anyone, and you think actually no, I disagree with what whoever said, or I want to know more about something, or I want this or that clarified, you know, and then if it's a really good question that requires a detailed answer, we can put that, you know, with your permission, we can put that on. Obviously, it's going to be anonymous. You know, we can put that on Discord.
I would just like to ask, of course, flask is not mandatory, but when we're literally clearing as fast as we are, and even if we add another hour by splitting the raids, I feel like at least elixirs should be a requirement. It's not like we're raiding for that long, and elixirs will tops cost you 25.
At the end of the day, you got to remember that I'm still cutting people, right? So like, I know who doesn't have an elixir. I know who's using the flask. You know, like you're highlighting yourself. Like there's a lot of stuff that we're simply not saying that we know, that we already know. Like, but we don't. But it's basically fishing until we get our core. So that's why we're raising the standards as we need to.
I'm just saying it because some people might not poke consumables because they see other people not doing, and that causes a ripple effect.
Sure.
But if we talk about it and
The
It's
reverse
not
of
that
course
many
is also true, right? I
Some
would say
people
we've
might
got
go
more flasks.
overboard with consumables, and that's completely okay.
I would also say the reverse is true, right? Like I would say we've probably had more flasks in this raid than we've had any raid because people know now that others are popping flasks. Yeah, so that's the
That
same
is
as
a
what
rule.
we want.
Just to be clear, I'm pretty sure that is a rule. You have to use food, which is dirt cheap, use
Yes.
elixirs, which are dirt cheap, and use potion, which is dirt cheap. If
I
you're
wouldn't call
spamming them,
mana
it's not.
potions dirt cheap.
But if you, for
They're
example,
like
if
3
you're a
gold
hunter or
a piece
whatever,
now.
you could probably get away with like 10 to 20 gold for your consumables for the whole round.
Yeah, and it's also like a watch list if you're not using consumables, right? So then you get the warning, and if you don't like shape up,
Yeah.
then things gonna happen,
I
right?
would slightly soften what Breezy said. It's not like you know, look at a pass. Oh, you're marginally below everyone else. You're now on a watch list. Oh, you're still marginally below everyone else. You're kicked. Like, that's not how it works. If you're active in the guild, if you're sociable, if you're improving, if you understand the tactics, that's never going to be a problem. You know. So it's not like as calculated as that. But at the same time, if it's just a massive gulf and you're blowing up the raid and you're not understanding this and you're not understanding that and you're not using consumables, then you have to like also draw a line somewhere.
Regarding funding flask, we're not funding anyone's flask right now, but I can tell you that what happens with greens and blues that the guild takes.
You never will.
What happens with green and blues is that the guild takes them, sells them. We get the maximum value out of them with Slinky. We're trying to make that as transparent as possible. Eventually, the guild will help fund things. Okay, but right now we're building a bank.
Yeah, I meant only for iTank.
We should
Just because
consider
him dying
selling
less.
the next year loot as well to do that.
iTank dying less is good.
Right, if anyone hasn't got anything else they want to bring up now, we can
What
call
did you
it.
say, Glenn?
Said we should consider selling some of the next year loot we don't need.
Yeah, it's being considered.
It's being considered.
Tier 2
how we
Druid
wanna
Helm,
do it.
Tier 2 Priest Helm.
Yeah.
For one raid, Tier 2 Warrior Helm / Cry.
Yeah.
Hold up, I don't have my helm yet.
So where's the mage loot?
Okay, guys, cheers.
Funny.
We can grab a couple of portals and we're
What
done.
are you talking about? You're getting banned of sulfurous every week, man.
Staff of Dominant.
If you have a friend who is a druid or a priest who wants to buy a 2/2 helm,